Hi, boys and girls. It is reading time right now. I need you to grab your ready workbooks, and we are going to turn to page 80. At any time, if the video is going too fast, just pause it, and you will have time to catch up. So, you should be on page 80 where it says lesson number 6, supporting inferences about informational texts. Now, in this lesson, you're going to be reading about the history of common foods and making inferences or reasonable guesses as you read. So, let's talk about these inferences. Imagine you are outside. It's a clear blue day, and all of a sudden the sky gets dark and gray. The wind starts blowing and the trees start swaying. What can you guess about the weather? Well, when you picture a sky darkening and trees swaying in the wind, and then think of what you know about weather, you can infer or guess that a storm may be coming. An inference is a sensible guess based on what you know and the details you see. Now, when we're making inferences about texts, you must base your inferences on the details in the text. And in addition, you have to use information from your own experiences. So, page 80, go to the learning target. Making inferences based on key details and examples in an informational text will help you better understand the author's ideas about the topic. So just like I say all the time, the skills I'm teaching you are to help you be better comprehenders, better able to understand the text that you're reading. Read. When you read informational texts, like our social studies textbooks, you can learn important information about a topic. Often, a text will state facts, examples, and other details directly. Other times, however, you must figure out an important idea on your own. To do this, use text evidence and what you already know from experience to make an inference or a sensible guess. Study the cartoon below. Use what you see and what you know to make an inference about what is happening to the boy. So let's take a look at this cartoon. Girls saying, "Do you want more hot sauce?" Notice everything you're seeing. All right, let's go to page 81. Think. Consider what you've learned so far about making inferences. What is happening to the boy? Complete the inference chart below to make an inference based on cartoon details and what you already know. So, let's look at the evidence, what the cartoon shows. Well, I don't know about you, but right away, I noticed that there was smoke and fire coming out of the boy's ears. So let's write that down. When I look at the picture again, I can see there's a bottle of hot sauce sitting on the table, and I can see the lid is off and I can see some hot sauce dribbling down the container. So I want to write that. When I look at the cartoon again, I can see that there's hot sauce on the boy's plate. So let's record that detail. All right, so this was the evidence, what I got from looking at the cartoon. Now we're going to go to what I know, my own experiences. This I'm going to get from my head. I know that hot sauce can be really spicy. So I'm going to write that down. I also know that if you use too much hot sauce, it can burn your throat, your tongue, your mouth. It can be very painful. So I'll write that down too. Now, what I have to do to make an inference is take the evidence that I got from the cartoon and mix it with my own personal experiences to see what happened to the boy. So I think the boy added too much hot sauce to his food. And that's why that smoke and fire is coming out of his ears. Now, nowhere in the cartoon did it say that inference. I had to come up with that on my own by using the evidence and my own experience. Make sure when you wrote all of these sentences, they all start with capital letters and they all end with a punctuation mark. So when you read historical or other informational texts, you're going to use facts, examples, and other details in the text and your own prior knowledge to make an inference. Making inferences is what helps you understand ideas about a topic that the author does not explicitly or directly explain. We will continue our work with inferences later on this week.